Stay strong. Stay with me. You have to love yourself a fire.
All right, welcome everybody to PWC episode 7. We got a meaty episode today because brand new game came out, little non-game. But let's kick things off with the introduction, starting with Almighty.
Yo, this is Almighty Low. YouTube Almighty Low, Twitter Almighty Low. Um, I forgot to change my Abby, but I don't care.
It's all right, you fin. And then we got Risen.
Hello everyone, Risk of Revenge is here. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Same name.
All right, and then Sap is coming out by later on. I think he's in traffic right now. And
We lit, boys.
is he here?
Nah, that's how he be though. He be like,
Oh.
we lit, boys. We lit, lads.
That sounded exactly like him.
He's running on Color People Time again.
Hey, Sab's gonna edit that out, but man, listen. Derek said he was gonna make a cameo appearance, and Tony said he might pop on. We'll see.
I'm only in here because George ain't in here.
Who's said that? Oh yeah, that's Derek.
He was like, I'm in here right now. He's like, oh.
Derek said, "Yo, George here? Oh, all right." Oh god. But I think we should get things started anyways. We can wait for that, but nah, let's just get things started. All right, time for the segment we like to call Casual Tidings, where us casuals keep it up with the most important news in gaming. Let's just begin. There's 3 items on the list, and I think some are interesting. Let's just begin with the first one. EA. Electronic Arts and EA Dice announced Wednesday that Battlefield 5's Battle Royale mode, Firestorm, will now launch in March 2019. In a detailed timeline of post-release content for Battlefield 5, Dice Jonas Elfving, Firestorm is in Chapter 3 called Trial by Fire, which is set to start in March. Trial by Fire also includes new Greece map that focuses on massive aerial invasion along the Cretan coast. I bet. What do you guys think of this? And does this make Battlefield 5 even more shit?
If you was copping Battlefield 5, automatic L. I just want to put that out.
And Top Dog was on that Battlefield 5.
Yeah, he got to hold that L for that, even though he not on it no more.
Listen, it doesn't matter. He was on it at one point.
He got to have at least a lowercase L. That's ridiculous.
No, that's kind of like a cursive L.
Cursive L word. I feel that. In terms of the Battle Royale being delayed, I feel like I don't think they were ready for the praise that Call of Duty Blackout is getting right now.
Praise, is it?
I mean, I see a lot of people saying they're enjoying it. And then, Fortnite's still Fortnite. So I think they just wanted to release the Battle Royale in its own area, in its own space. Because it's not like
doing this. Yeah.
It's not like, when you compare Battlefield multiplayer to Call of Duty multiplayer, they're totally different. So if they come out around the same time, then it's kind of all right.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking though, like, isn't this showing like weakness? Like this game is not ready. Like, all right. This is not weakness. This is more like they're just trying to like cash in on whatever's popular right now. Even worse, Blackout, dude. It just looks worse.
They've been trying to do that shit.
But I will say one thing. I think this game is more suited than Call of Duty. Just saying. A Battle Royale. I just think
because they already used to the big maps, and they already used to the large player base.
Yep.
Wasn't this game originally supposed to come out in October?
Yeah.
And it got delayed to November, right?
Yeah, because it was going to get eaten by Red Dead Redemption and Call of Duty. Of course.
I honestly think the game wasn't ready, and they was trying to work on the Battle Royale. But then they was like, all right, we have way worse problems than whatever problems we have now. So we're just going to delay the Battle Royale and just release the game for the holiday season.
Delaying it just shows that Dice is nowhere near ready to finish the game because the battle royale thing is like a huge like selling point for Battlefield 5. At least that's what I think.
I mean that's what one would assume, right? Because that's kind of like the
Because
point.
because battle royale is like this current fad, and they want to like get into it.
Yeah, this is not ready. This is obvious that they started this late because it would have been ready by now. Just started this with the original plan in mind. So this wasn't like a pre-planned thing. This just came. The fad came, and they saw the money, and they said, "We got to get on this," you know. And it's just unfortunate because they could have gone to like modern and just made a tight shooter, and I think people would have been back.
If Battlefield 5 was actually supposed to be a sequel after 4, game would be great. I'd
Yeah,
buy it.
dude, I'm saying if Battlefield 5 would have like just modern, every single problem it would have had would have been solved. Like literally every single one, even the woman shit. Nobody had a problem with that. Nobody has a problem with that in any other modern shooter. I'm telling you, it
That's
would have been.
facts. Black Ops got all those women specialists. Ain't nobody
Yep.
really care.
Nobody said anything. I think even Battlefield 4 had no. I'm not sure.
No, they don't have females in
No,
Battlefield
no, it
4.
don't females, yeah. But which I think there was a Call of Duty that had women like just in general, and nobody had a problem with that. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. It's just this dumbass campaign that they did behind Battlefield 5 just led to like more people being disinterested in it, and well, they're paying the price now.
Okay, I got a question for y'all, real quick, right?
Right?
So, and I'm not trying to like point anybody out or anything like this, but all right. So with Battlefield 5, when they
Hmm.
saw the woman on the cover in the
Hmm.
trailers,
Hmm.
people would say that is not historically accurate to World War, correct?
Hmm.
And that was the main issue. So how come? And this is I'm not, because I'm not a historian, so I might be totally wrong.
Go
But
ahead.
how come in Assassin's Creed, when you can play as a woman who's fighting Greek soldiers, to my knowledge, no women were fighting Greek soldiers.
Well,
Now
okay.
I might be wrong.
I think there were some historical examples of women in the Spartan army. I think there might. I'm not sure in those, but I'm pretty sure there was. But here's the crux of the argument. Though. The way they're presenting it, I think that's the biggest issue. I'm telling you, if you would have had like a like a sniper class and not a woman with a fucking prosthetic arm, like with a shovel, it just joke. It just looks like a joke. Like what are you doing? You know what I mean?
At this point, I just don't even care about the genders. My problem is that the customization, it makes it hard to tell whether like the other players are friendlies or enemies, because when I was playing in a beta,
Hmm.
I literally could not tell. Like, I died so many times because people in front of me, I thought they were friends, but it turns out they were enemies.
And by the way, how was that beta? Was it like Battlefield 1.5?
Um, it feels different, but not in a good way.
How does it feel different? Because dude, from what I've seen, it looks like the exact same.
But Battlefield 1's average. So if it feels different and it still feels bad, then
Mm.
that means that game is going to be bad. Like, because Battlefield 1 is average.
I don't understand why Battlefield 1 is so average. I don't get it.
I mean, I personally like Battlefield 1, but I don't like Battlefield 5.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 is fine. Like it's just a fine game to me. Like it's fine, completely fine. It just got boring, which is unusual because I played Battlefield 4 for like so many hours. And
Yo EA, cancel this game. Give us Titanfall 3, man. That's how I'm feeling.
oh man, can't wait for Titanfall 3 because
You really
Titanfall 2
all
was
three.
really. Hey man, listen, that campaign was solid.
Campaign was great.
That campaign was like surprising. That I think that might be on like up there with like Wolfenstein 1. You know, for this generation, which has been so lackluster on first person shooters. Gotta be said. It has to be said. But yeah, Battlefield 5, I think the sales are going to be underperforming,
Yep,
and EA is going to damage control to the investors, saying that it's fine, it's completely fine, but it's not.
it's not fun.
And it's just sad because EA used to make so many good games, dog. and it's just not happening anymore. EA had like a golden period between like 2008 and 2010. Nothing but gems in that time era. Nothing. Dead Space, Mirror's Edge. What's the other
I,
one? Mass
I
Effect,
keep, but
Dragon Age.
I keep telling you this when these developers under EA are making these games and EA not touching them and they release them, they become big hits. And look at Dead Space 3. Look at the next Mirror Edge.
Oh,
Look at
absolutely.
look at the last Dragon Quest. They turn out to be like, what the fuck is this? What am I playing? Like
Yeah,
when
they
EA get the
yeah.
hand in the pot, then the shit get ass. Like
Yep. Well, it's unfortunate because they have good IP. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
recently they've been making their sequels like extra retarded for some reason. Like I don't know
Like
why.
every single one, dog.
Mirror's Edge, open world.
Bro, terrible. Yo, I beat that game.
Mirror's
I can talk
Edge,
all the shit I want.
Andromeda, Battlefield 5. Like the
Listen,
list just goes on.
I can let me
Eh,
talk. Let me talk about Mirror's Edge 2. How bad that game is. It's bad. It's a bad game. I can't believe I'm saying this because one is good. Like I consider one like great. Honestly, great. It's just like it's flawed. I understand, but it's great. Two is basically you gotta play through bullshit to get to like the good parts. There's an open world for no fucking reason. One worked as a platformer, a linear platformer. Two, it's trying to be like fucking Mario Odyssey. You don't have to be Mario Odyssey, dog. Listen, man, that game is so disappointing. The fighting, terrible fighting. Why do you even have to have fighting in there at all? Just make it chasing. All right. What else? The story's nonsensical, even more nonsensical than one. And there's no like cutscenes like hand like they used to have them, so it's like less even impactful. It's terrible. The game is horrible. Oh my god, I can't, bro. I was so disappointed with that game too. Uh,
Blame EA, brother.
that was all EA's fault because they saw the trend in open world,
That open world trend, yeah.
and they were like, we gotta get on that, and then they fucked it up.
I
I
mean,
was so mad with that game, man. And I beat it. I beat it so I can talk all the shit I want. I'm just saying.
I, there's a
Yeah.
lot of games getting away with that open world slash hub world trend with a dead open world. I'm not gonna say nothing though.
You think God of War fits that mold?
Yes,
Really?
that open world's dead.
But that's not an open world, huh?
Hub world is dead.
But a hub world is not an open world. It's more like a Metroidvania type shit.
Okay, so boom, ready.
Go ahead.
So when I start the game and that big cutscene happened and you get pushed into the ocean
Yeah.
and you raise the snake and yada yada yada. Now that's the middle of the world. And then
Yeah, but
when you go to these other areas of the world, even when you go to the other fucking realms, when you go to those realms, this shit's still not like it's empty.
yeah, but it's not an open world. Okay, you're imagine. Okay, do you think Bloodborne is an open world? No, it's not.
Mm, no, well, I mean, to me,
No, it's not.
to,
Even if no open world. Okay,
okay, to me, listen, to me, open world is anything where I could, if I want to, I can turn around and double back without an issue.
I don't. How's that open world, dog?
Because there's some games that are purely linear. To when I get to the end of this
No,
mission or this chapter, I can't turn back around.
no, but no. Castlevania is not an open world. It's just not. All right, you just can't classify that open world. How I see open world is like this. You can the map is always open, so you can go anywhere in the world, right? Anywhere.
Right.
Now they might set limitations for like, okay, if you go this place, they'll try to kill you. Fine, but you can go anywhere and do anything. You can't do that in God of War. You just can't. You can't do that in what's it, Tomb Raider. You just can't. You have to progress through the story. You can't do that in a lot of like hub world
Yeah,
based
like
games. You
open
know?
world mostly defines as having like a lot of freedom to explore.
Right.
Okay.
And there's a little bit in God of War, but I don't think that's I didn't feel like an
But
open world.
but
It just
that doesn't discredit my point of the world still being dead.
fair point, but I mean, yeah, it's more like a story game base. I guess you could say the world is dead. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying it just doesn't seem like it was designed to be like alive. You know.
All right.
I don't know. It's like complaining that Tomb Raider world is dead. I mean, I guess it's dead, but there's a story behind it, and it's mostly like a hub thing.
It's also dead because a lot of people were bored to death playing Tomb Raider.
I'm talking about the first one, 2013 one. But yeah, I agree, it's trash.
Yo, I played that new Tomb Raider for 20 minutes. I turned it off. I took the disc back to GameStop.
I'm telling you, Tomb Raider, this
Big
whole
L on my end.
trilogy has been trash, and
Big
I don't know how
L.
people have been fooled. I do not understand it, and the audacity of BG calling it his game of the year twice, twice.
The same year Last of Us came out. Oh yeah, Tomb Raider my game of
Same
the
year
year.
Last of Us, Bioshock, and GTA came out. He said Tomb Raider. Same year
And then
Bloodborne and Witcher came out. He said Tomb Raider. I just want to smack his fucking face. Nah, listen, man.
Imagine if we called
yo,
the third Tomb Raider reboot Game of the Year again. Just imagine.
he said he don't like that game.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, just imagine if he actually said something like that.
You know why I'm confused about Tomb Raider? So at the end of the first game, you get the double pistols. At the end of the second game, you get the double pistols. Where the fuck are the double pistols in the third
Nope,
game?
never.
See, you see, like,
I know. Oh no. Oh, absolutely. You're completely right.
come on, yo. They try and get niggas. If I see a clip at the end of the third game where she got the double pistols again, I'm gonna sit there and like, I don't give a fuck no more. Like,
Mm. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let's just keep it moving. I
yeah,
think Derek said he wants a link and just sent it to
this
the.
nigga Derek, this nigga Derek gonna come in from the trucking company, loud as shit.
Hey
Save
man,
it here, we out. Leave.
that was funny. I can't even lie to you. All right. So that's the first item on the list. Number 2. PlayStation 4 was September's best-selling hardware platform in both units and dollars sold.
Woo!
Matt Piscatella said, by the way, I am blocked by this guy. Have never spoken to him ever. I don't even have an ad on Twitter.
Is that the MPD guy?
Yeah, bro. I never did anything to him. Why am I blocked?
I don't know, man. Two-Go. I follow him. Two-Go. He give me all the information.
No, what the fuck? Kill yourself. Hey, he fat. That's all I'm saying. All right. He said PlayStation 4 hardware achieved the highest September unit sell-through for a non-plug-and-play console since the PS4 in 2014. That's kind of like interesting. Like, did any other plug-and-play console sell better? Spider-Man is the obvious standout success from September. Despite launching exclusively for PlayStation 4, it outperformed every other new multi-platform game for the month.
Yo,
And yeah, I'm telling you, hold on. And number 2 and number 3 came to the 2K19 and Odyssey respectively. Glad Odyssey didn't outsell 2K. Also to know, Dragon Quest 11 came at number 11, and Forza Horizon sits at number 7.
Woo!
A few interesting facts. Let's just begin with like the little ones. Dragon Quest at number 11 is actually kind of good.
Too
Like,
good.
Yeah, it actually is because this is a JRPG,
Right.
and
Number
almost number 10, and this is just the US. This is good. Only on PS4 for the moment. This is not bad.
it's on P. Well, they don't count digital sales on PC, so
Yeah,
never mind.
the sales, and it's not on Switch.
Coming to Switch.
But not a Switch yet. That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
Definitive
shouldn't
version.
we expect Dragon Quest 11 to sell a bit more than that? Because, like, JRPGs are not becoming as niche as, like, it used to be.
But I mean, okay. There's a few things. Okay, there's a few things. Dragon Quest 11, right? First off, Dragon Quest have never sold that well, and they in the States anyway. It sold super well in Japan, and here it's never sold well. And the fact that it's coming at number 11, only on PS4, I don't think it's that bad. It didn't do Persona 5 numbers, obviously, but honestly, I think it's good. I don't think it's bad.
Good for gaming. Good for gaming.
It definitely is. Definitely is.
Y-
And Forza number 7, not bad. Well, eh,
Yo, I was totally wrong about Spider Man. I said 2K
no,
outselling
we
that.
said 2K outselling that, and
That's
apparently
fucking. Is that 2K on both platforms? Is
yeah,
that
it's
two?
multi-platform. Yeah,
Is
Xbox
both?
and PS4. Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
I'm thinking, I'm
yo,
thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking this. Okay, so it came out at the last week of September, right? So I'm thinking that that's what affected it.
what 2K?
Yeah, in the last like it was like 3 or 4 days, and that game sells more as time goes on, not just in the first week. That's
You
also
know, I have a wild theory, and y'all can call me a crackhead for this.
go
But
ahead.
listen, if Spider Man was multiplat, it would not have gotten any amount of hype that it got before it released, and
Uh,
that is a
strong
fact.
theory. That's a strong
It was
theory. You know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna argue it, dog.
it
Here's
was it would it wouldn't have got promoted like this. None of that. You wouldn't have seen the train in New York being painted with
mm,
Spider Man. None of that, because if it was multiplat
mhm.
under I don't know Activision, and Activision not putting up the marketing dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
Sony put up some big marketing dollars for that
Let,
shit.
let me let me let me let me
That's what
let
I'm
me
saying.
talk this one through though. Okay, so you're saying because it's exclusive and Sony published it, right?
Right.
Uh, it sold better.
I'm
Here's
saying
here's my thing though. Uh, I think it's more about the marketing that they did for this game more than
that,
anything.
but that's what I'm saying. Like if Insomniac went to a
But
multi-plat
if this
publisher,
exact same reason, right, would have been this way, but it was all also on Xbox, do you think this would have done worse? I don't think so. That's what I'm saying.
oh no
It's
no.
just that I'm just saying that no third party publisher is doing the hype on marketing like Sony is. It's just
Right.
not.
That was my point.
Okay.
Just like
Then yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Yeah,
Fair
because
if
like
it was
Sony is handling like the Spider-Man IP like a lot better than Activision at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Because
Activision would never. They would
yeah,
never
because if
promote
isn't
like that.
Activision
Sony like
still has like the Spider-Man IP, they would have made the game like heavily based on the
The
Homecoming movie,
movie,
and they would rush it.
oh yeah,
fucking garbage.
Homecoming, yeah,
Would
yeah.
have hated it. Fucking garbage.
Homecoming
Sh-
garbage.
No, I would have hated the game if they would release the
Yeah,
game after around the movie.
yeah.
I hate that.
Man, I'm disappointed that Odyssey actually came at number 3. But hey, hey, it's still did not sell anything. So
I need somebody who like Odyssey on the podcast right now. I
Derek
need
gonna
to know. I
listen.
need to know. I need to know why Top Dog had access to Red Dead Redemption
Yo,
2 and said, you know what? I'm going to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I can't even understand that Top Duck. Listen, Top Duck plays almost all games, so I mean, you know, just take his opinion with like, you know, 15 ounces of salt. I'm just saying.
I just want to shout out Top Dog.
Yo,
Nah,
the way this
we're gonna
man
talk about it
is
later.
doing Assassin's Creed, it's like it's actually gaudy. Like I can't even. Hey, more power to him, man. Listen,
After all that, after all like the grind Ubisoft forces you on, and you
it's
still
literally
calling that
grind. You can see it. Like you don't even have to play the game to see the grind, and he's actually enjoying the grind. It's just because he's like that. Like he just plays games just to play. Like, hey, we getting through this, bro. I ain't dropping. I ain't a dropper.
nigga, I drop for life if I don't like the fucking game.
I want
Same,
to know
dog.
how Detorber is liking Assassin's Creed Odyssey if
The-
like
He
You know,
didn't like Origins.
that's
if like the
Stockholm
side
syndrome.
missions are pretty much mandatory to like level up and shit.
Yeah, the Turbo. If the side missions are good and not mandatory, he doesn't do them. But if they're mandatory and trash, oh, he's all over them. It's
I want to know how he liked Odyssey when he did not like Origins, and it's the same exact gameplay.
because he paid $60 for a game. I would have, bruh. I would have. She listen.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I do think that Odyssey looks more appealing in Origins,
Yeah,
but
I agree. I agree. It
don't
looks
not
better, but looking better than your predecessor is kind of fucking given. What do you expect? I mean, if you're not looking better than your past game, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know. What do you guys think about Forza number 7? Do you think it's a win or just eh?
Big
uh,
win for big
it's
win for Xbox.
You
Big
think
win.
it's a big
Forza.
win?
I'm not surprised.
Big win for Xbox.
Number 7 isn't that great,
Xbox is the best box. All right, big win for
and you
Xbox.
are the best box, right?
One for gaming. Yep.
Yeah,
Better better
absolutely.
than Gran Turismo, by the way. Just want to point that out.
That Gran Turismo Sport, yeah, absolutely.
Shouts out to Marvin.
Shout out to Marvin for saying 1 a.m. but then saying he's off. Go leave it there though. Go leave it there. All right, that's that un momento, por favor,
Wee.
or how I say it in Spanish, un momento, por favor.
Them Spanish niggas be speaking too quick, man.
Listen, bro, us Cubans it'd be crazy. All right, our final item on the list, number 3. Cosplay isn't cheap, and Capcom Japan is taking that to the next level with Devil May Cry 5 Ultra Limited Edition. Listen to this bullshit. Created for the most dedicated Devil May Cry fans, the Ultra Limited Edition comes in 3 varieties and will set you back as much as $8,000
Hey Saber, can I ask you a
for a
question?
fucking cape, for a fucking coat. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are we live?
Yeah, man.
Bro, when I look at the PWC channel, ain't no stream up.
We're unlisted. We're unlisted. We're live.
Oh, we on. Oh, my fault. My fault.
No, you're fine.
Zap, edit that out, man. I was just making sure we
You're good,
live.
man. You're good. You be live.
$8,000 cape. My fault. Go ahead.
I would have freaked out, bro. Anyways, $8,000 coat. So this is the ultra limited edition for a game.
What game is this for?
Devil May Cry.
And SC buying this.
This is ludicrous, bro. Who?
My nigga SC.
What is this?
He going to school in that shit too.
I mean, you have to be like the biggest stand for Devil May Cry to actually buy that.
You know what? I don't even believe that. I just think this shouldn't exist.
What fabric is used for that cloth to be $8,000?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
It has to be pure gold fabric. Like $8,000.
You know, the funny thing is, this is just like emblematic of like all this fucking bullshit editions. Go to the Assassin's Creed page, right, and try to buy Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There are, in fact, let me check. How many editions are there of Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I think there are like 10.
Developers, you only need 3 different versions, right? You need the regular version.
Not
you
even.
Need a steelbook collector's edition for the niggas who like steelbooks like me, and then you need the version that comes with a simple action figure, not a statue. There we go. That's a better word. Statue or a collectible item that is reasonably priced. Not $8,000. You don't need 100 versions for the same game, Ubisoft. You just need 3. If you're going
all that shit.
And 4 if you count in digital.
Listen,
that's it.
Okay, let's be fucking honest here. You need 1 edition. All right? 1. Now, you want to make it 2 so you can add a bunch of trinkets in there and bullshit and, you know, like an action figure and okay, fine. Have 1. You have the ultra special limited edition for $100. Seems super fair because these bullshit ass statues, quote unquote, are super cheap to make. Super cheap to make. They're making bank off this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And what else? What else do you want? Like that includes with the steelbook and everything. Just make it that way, or just do it like Sega does it, and they just include the steelbook in normal regular edition.
Woo! $40 games with the steelbook. Woo!
Sega does this the best. Look, Valkyria Chronicles has a steelbook. What's the other game?
Persona 5 steelbook $60.
Listen, they have
Yo,
a lot of steelbooks that are
shouts
good.
out to
So
Sega. That's what I be talking about. I like the
and
steel books,
and it's
even if I
cheap.
don't keep the game.
It's super cheap. They're fucking plastic. They're not steel. You know?
I know it's just how they feel.
Yeah,
Pause.
they feel nice. Yeah.
Yo,
Anyway,
Zach,
what it is.
we lit lads.
Yo, Sap here. Ooh,
I see that 21.
let's get it. Yeah, I see him. He's setting up. He's setting up. But anyways, let me read you all the fucking uh different versions of Assassin's Creed. Okay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Standard, Deluxe, Gold, Digital Ultimate, Medusa, Spartan Edition, Pantheon, and that's it. All those that's ridiculous, dude. What?
I feel like half of those editions don't even include the game.
Trash. No, no, no. They always include the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because like some
The people that do
developers
that.
are doing that bullshit where they don't include the game in the very special editions for
I've
some
been
reason.
saying that. What game? What
Um,
that was,
uh,
what game was
yeah,
that?
Wolfenstein, Punta Edition.
Wolfenstein.
They did that, bro.
Fucking
I was like,
who on Wolfenstein again? Bethesda.
yeah.
Word, word. So, like I always say, when are we gonna start calling Bethesda overrated?
No,
Fallout set
the pub.
Fallout 76 ain't looking right. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
It
are
ain't
you
it
talking about the
looking funny in the
publisher?
light.
Hold on. Publisher or dev?
They develop Fallout 76, right?
Are you talking about the publisher or the dev thing?
They develop. I'm asking a question. They
Bethesda
develop
Game
Fallout
Studios.
76,
Hold
correct?
on. Who was they? They did they
Bethesda.
Bethesda Game Studios? Is that who you're referring to?
Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, yeah. Then yes, they developed Fallout 76. Yeah. Then
All
they
right,
did.
then yes, them niggas. They overrated, right?
Okay. You're talking about the devs, yeah.
Yep.
But the publishers, but put a lot of great games up. So
I don't.
huh?
Here's the thing. I don't care when the publisher published a hot game.
Yes, you do
They,
because you can't just
they
say Sony's overrated.
no, whoa, I ain't say that.
All right, but do you agree that let's say I don't
My
know,
point
give me
is
a Sony studio that's overrated? That's what I mean. Like when you said
no.
Bethesda, clarify what you mean. Let's see.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Huh. All right. Yeah, I think they're overrated. I mean, Skyrim is one of my favorite games. But
Niggas still playing Skyrim. Like, come
Skyrim
on, man.
I gotta tell you something about Skyrim though. Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, all these games have like similar problems that people have problems with the gameplay, but they're still amazing, dog. I can't listen. This is what's going on.
Yo, you know what I don't get? Some niggas think Witcher 3 is clunky. Like, I want to know how.
I could see how the cameras. All right, so when I played the DLC, right, the camera was a little bit wonky at first. I had to get used to, and there's just I don't know. There's a little bit of clunking, and just a little bit. You feel like a little bit floaty, but I mean, I like it. I like how it feels, so I'm fine with it. It's like I like how Red Dead Redemption feels.
Yeah,
Even
The Witcher 3 has like an alternate setting to like change the camera movement, so I think that pretty much solves it.
yeah, you gotta tweak it a little bit. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's kind of like a reality, and
The only thing with Witcher 3's gameplay that got annoying was when you had to change the signs and it would like slow down
I like that.
and it didn't fit like if there was like a quick switch, I would have fucked with it.
I, I think my biggest problem with The Witcher was how you felt a little bit floaty on the camera movement. But I mean, I got used to it and then I love it, so I have no problem with it. Same as like Skyrim. Like people say, "Oh, you just swinging at air," but I felt that. Or Red Dead Redemption. I mean, it's a little bit clunky, but it's fine to me. So I don't know. It's just me. I'm gonna tell you this though. I'd rather have Red Dead Redemption than Mafia 3. Okay, this is
Mhm.
I don't care how good.
As a game of whole, yeah, I agree with you. But Mafia 3 has better aim system than Red Dead Redemption.
I mean, dog, but
Simple as that.
I guess.
Simple as that.
All right, I think we're done with our casual tiding. So let's change gears for a second to dedicate it for something we like to call cursory selection, where we pick through choices between all things gaming. And today's cursory selection are. Boom. Okay, so we have genres here. Two are lost forever. First person shooters, RPGs, or third person action.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's D sort. My fault. My fault. I thought that was somebody else.
We hype as shit.
Yeah, well, I'm here for the Red Dead Slander only. So I'm here.
Boo, you
Wee!
whore. Boo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Derek. No. Before the Derek slander. I mean the Derek
No.
slander. The Red Dead Redemption slander. Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
Is Odyssey an adventure game?
Oh yeah, Odyssey is a RPG
N- No,
action
no, no, no.
adventure. Yeah, that's what we rolling with.
No. You can't be an RPG and an adventure game. You just can't. No, stop this. Enough.
It's still an adventure game. You
No,
explore
listen.
a
An
massive map.
adventure game.
It has
No.
puzzles. It has an intriguing story. It's
Talk your
an
shit.
adventure game.
These
All
are
right,
that's
hold on.
that's
All right, hold on.
RPG, dog.
Everybody slow down. Everybody slow down. Saber, what's your definition of a adventure game?
And
Zelda.
I'm not using my definition. I'm using the definition mostly used by the fucking.
All right. Just explain the
All right.
definition.
Okay, a story heavy based game. All right. It's not an open world game. It's more of like a story based. Like it can be a little bit open, but it's more of a story based game.
Odyssey. Keep going.
No,
So
clearly not.
so like God of War.
You could say it's kind of like God of War, but hold on, let me keep going. Uh Puzzle heavy. You already discard Odyssey,
It's
and
puzzles in there.
stop this. And exploration as a central theme.
Odyssey.
How? What the?
Wait, hold on. What was the last? What was the last part you said?
Exploration and puzzle as a central theme of the game. This sounds exactly like, you know what game? Zelda. Okay, that's a fucking adventure game. That's an adventure game. All right.
But what's crazy is they did Assassin's Creed before Origins was all classified as
No.
action
No, they
adventure.
wouldn't. They
It wasn't
wouldn't. They
until
wouldn't.
Origin
Dog,
and to where they
what?
put that RPG tag on it.
Dog, what are you talking about? Except for like maybe Black Flag. When do you ever explore an Assassin's Creed game?
Hey,
What are
I'm
you
just going
talking
off what Google says. When you go on Google and type in Syndicate, it's an action adventure.
about? Man,
But if you
listen,
type in Origin or Odyssey, it says RPG role playing on them.
listen, bro.
Yeah, that's because they switched the whole gameplay and the story type on
This
Yeah,
action,
because
Origins and Odyssey.
it's dialogue now. You pick it's like a choice wheel on
Yeah.
Odyssey now.
this action
So
adventure kind of bullshit
yeah.
genre that they made. It's just an excuse to just call games that are third person like action games. That's all it is. That's all it is.
So Saber, what's Horizon?
I was just gonna say
Right?
that.
Horizon is like an action game. That's an action game.
RPG elements in it.
Yeah, but it's not an RPG. Like you can tell it's not an RPG.
Yeah.
So
All
so
right,
what
I get that.
so what makes a game an RPG?
Okay, so that's way harder. But okay, you got to role play. You got to role play. There has to be statistics.
What's
There
Witcher
has
then?
to be-
Witcher.
that's
That's
an
not role.
RPG.
Well,
You're role playing. You're role playing as Witcher, but regardless of that, there's like a lot of stats. There's a
mhm.
lot. There's a big map. There's a story base, but there's dialogue tree that actually matter. It has to matter. If it doesn't matter, then it's not an RPG. Because a lot of bullshit, like they've been added like dialogue trees to everything. Like so it's Uncharted an RPG because you have dialogue trees? No.
No,
No.
it's an action adventure.
That's an action that game you can actually call action adventure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because
puzzles.
and there's puzzles as central themes to the game. What you're not doing that in Odyssey. You're not doing that. I don't care what you say.
Odyssey do have puzzles in it.
Bro.
Man, ain't no damn puzzles in that game, bro.
Hey,
Get
bro,
the
chill
fuck
out,
out.
man. Odyssey is game of the year, man.
How? No, hold on. No. Slow down. All right, everybody slow down. That game got enormous amount of bugs,
Mhm.
enormous amount of glitches. Stealth kills. No. Slow down. Stealth kills do not work in that game.
Okay, no
Come up
problem.
behind you and I take my knife and I slit your throat. There's a possibility you won't die. Even
That's
if we're
because,
on the
that's
same
because
level.
of the RG. That's because of the RPG elements.
No,
If you want to kill them,
no.
upgrade your weapon.
No.
Wait.
It ain't. No.
You play Odyssey?
Chill.
No. All right, hold on. Boom. So you like Odyssey, right? But you was calling Origins trash.
Yeah,
We got
Origins
to
trash.
talk about it.
Oh yeah,
Nah.
Origins trash.
Hold on.
Odyssey has a better story going for itself.
What's the
And I
game
don't
about?
know-
What's the story about?
Yeah, what's the story about?
Hey man, don't get me. Anyway, I'll tell you though, Cassandra's father attempted to kill her at the beginning. She's on a mission to find her mother because an evil cult is after her for some reason, which I haven't figured out what it was for yet.
All right, hey,
But I'm level 18.
hey, let me ask you something.
I'm intrigued.
What the assassins doing?
Ain't no assassin.
You ain't no assassin. It's Spartans.
What the
It's
fuck is
before
this game?
Origins was the beginning of the Assassin's Creed. This is before that, so this got nothing to do with assassins at all.
So
Let
what
me
is it
ask you.
about?
Let me ask you. No.
It's an evil cult, and I'm trying to figure out.
Chill.
I'm trying to figure out this cult.
I got you. Detour. A detour. So where's the hidden blade?
No hidden blade, but it's a DLC coming in December with the hidden blade. This is bullshit.
DLC. You hear this shit? You hear this shit?
I'm not gonna argue that it's bullshit. Yeah.
Yo,
But you calling the game of the year?
But
Like,
the game offers a lot. The game offers a lot. You have
hold on, no. It offer a lot of personable content. It offer a lot of XP boosts you can buy. It offer a lot of grinding hours. Come
the
on,
grinding is not bad like Origin. The grinding has been fixed, sir.
I do not believe this, but
I don't believe that shit. Period.
Hey, yo, Detour, how are the side missions?
The side missions are better. They are better.
listen, Red Dead Redemption is shitting on this bullshit.
But you still gotta do the side missions to continue the main story, right?
Yeah, but
That's only.
All right. I don't want to talk. I don't want to
you
talk.
go to the main mission way on the level and
I
get
don't
killed.
want to
Yeah.
talk.
You go to the main mission, you way on the level, and you
Hey,
can
I'm enjoying myself, sir.
That game fucking garbage, and you know it. Fuck out of here.
Hey.
I'm on my way home because I gotta go to Walmart. Let's get this Red Dead Sunday on.
Listen, man. Let's get it quickly going on. Hey, two or not forever, so you got to pick one genre: first-person shooters, RPGs, or third-person action games.
RPGs.
FPS can go.
No. You
No.
got to keep one.
You got to keep one.
Keep one. Third person probably. I keep third person.
I'm keeping RPGs.
I think I might keep RPGs too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping RPGs.
Yeah, I can't argue with that neither though.
Yeah, third-person action. I mean, there's a lot of games.
RPG do offer a lot.
RPG offers way more. But
Hey Zach, what's your choice, Zach?
that man Sap is.
Where?
Is that having like a mic problems?
Yeah, I think so.
That man
We appreciate
high.
you,
Ain't nothing
Zach.
wrong with that man, man. That nigga high.
Oh, hello, Sap.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
All right, bet.
We lit lads.
There's a full podcast right now. Only the fat ass missing.
I'm here. What the fuck? It's like now.
I was talking about the other fat ass. My bad.
Wait, I'm reading the document and it says on
I'm
the
sorry,
cursory
Bob.
selection.
I know. I messed up. I know.
Oh, okay.
I messed up.
Two were lost forever? Damn.
Yeah, you got to pick one genre: FPS, RPG, or third-person action.
I just think RPG would be the most safest because you can get hundreds of hours of content out of one game in RPG. Like,
I'm trying to think about what classifies as what, because like, would Kingdom Hearts be an action or RPG? Because it has both.
It might be on. People
looks
consider
like
it
an
RPG though.
It looked like an
People
action.
It does.
We
People
going
consider it
RPG.
though.
I mean,
That's
a
what
whole lot of
stands.
hub worlds. I don't know. Puzzle based. I don't know. There's a whole
It
lot of
looks
puzzles in
RPG.
that game.
Yeah.
Whole
It
lot
does.
of hub worlds. I don't know.
Action game. I'm sorry.
Look like an action game to me, according to Saber's definition. I don't know.
It does look like an action game to me. I haven't played it. I can't say, but from what I've seen,
I played a little bit. You know.
No. Anyway,
Yo, Detour, bro.
Yo.
In Odyssey, do dialogue choices actually matter in the story?
No.
Not the
No.
story, but for so far not the story, but it'll change situations a
There
lot.
you go.
Like
Not the
it'll,
story.
like if you're having a conversation with someone, it can determine if you have to fight them or you talk your way out of the situation or you get more information. But far as the ending or how the story goes, no, not at all.
Hey,
They've
let
been
me
doing that.
ask y'all lads this: Is Red Dead Redemption 2 an RPG?
This one do have a lot of RPG stuff, but no, I think it's still action adventure.
How you doing? You don't do shit.
You don't level up. Well, you level up your
those naturally level up by like your health level up just by doing regular shit.
Yeah, you don't have to do shit.
Stamina too. You can just by riding a horse, the horse stamina goes up.
Pretty much.
Right.
All right. For the sake of having Derek here before he goes, let's just move the drip feed after the keynote.
Woo!
The keynote for today is
Yeehaw, brothers.
questions. So let's talk about a little bit. Let's start with you, Derek. Let the slander go. Let the slander begin.
All right. Oh, Red Dead. All right. Now, me playing. I only played for 2 hours now, and I'm still early in the game.
Big L.
My early experience, there's a lot of unnecessary button mappings. Like it's real tedious. You just playing like it's just a tedious game, and the aiming is off. Like I had lock on, I'm like, oh, this too easy. Then I took it off the free game, and the free game is just a fucking mess. Like you have to stay in dead eye mode, whatever they call it, to get your shots off. I fought the wolves, got killed. It's slow as fuck.
Bro, I can't believe you died there.
That's my main issue with
You
it.
died of
Outside of
wolves?
that, I died for the encounter with the 3 wolves 3 times.
He died 3 times.
Oh,
Yo, nah, you're trash.
get the fuck out of
You
here.
see what I'm
Nah,
saying?
Oh my God.
You're terrible.
One time I didn't see what direction they was
Go back to
coming from.
Odyssey.
They snuck up on me though. But outside of that, I love the environment's cool though. But outside of that, bro, it was tedious, bro. Like when you open it drawers up, how that whole shit was fucked up. Then when you was in the board and the man jumped down and hit you after you fight him, just after that, you gotta pick your hat up. You gotta back up your gun. You gotta go pet the horse.
Yeah, it's a tutorial stage, but we're in the tutorial stage, so it's going to tell you if your gun get knocked out of your hand, you have to pick up your gun now. That's a reminder.
I have a feeling I'm gonna like it though. When it was all said, I think I'm gonna like it though. It's just me bullshit. I'm an old man now, so I complain about everything.
We know.
We feel you. All right.
I'm glad you understand.
All right.
Yeah, we know you old as hell.
Gramps.
You want to go next, Sat?
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
So I literally just finished chapter 1 today, but
Okay. I mean, that's far enough. That's fine.
Trash, you base boy.
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
Keep going.
Derek's just trolling.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, from the first chapter, I mean, obviously it was a tutorial stage, but Derek is right on some things. Like, it did feel a little dragged out at parts. Like,
okay.
Just having to like hold buttons to pick up shit and like having to inspect all this shit.
Like, what do you feel that the picking up the hat is kind of like too much?
Losing the hat does not actually do anything. Like
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
just
do
like,
anything.
optional. Like you're not forced to pick it up or anything. Like
Hey, Sab, we don't hear you anymore.
Picking up shit.
Oh,
like,
Wait,
what was that?
You kind of cut in and out when you was talking.
Yeah, you cut in and out. Yeah.
Oh my bad. What was the last thing y'all heard?
Last part we heard was about like picking up the hat was tedious.
Yo. Oh no, I didn't really think that was tedious. It was just like picking up like items like to inspect. Like I'm just getting fatigued of that in like every game.
Oh yeah.
That's early on.
Hey, Risen here?
Yeah, Risen's here.
Alright, I'm out.
Whoa.
What?
What an idiot, dog.
Yo, Risen here? All right, I'm
he only
out.
came in for that. You know that. He only came. Anyways, yeah, Sap. I think the inspecting items. That's just like literally just the beginning. There's no inspecting after that.
Oh, you don't have to like read like letters and shit. Or...
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Okay,
So
good.
far, no, you don't have to. All right. So how do you feel about the shooting? Do you really have that big of a problem like everybody's saying, or just different? How?
Okay, I will say like I do understand people's complaints. Like when I started that first gunfight, like I was like really hyped to start the game, obviously, but like that gunfight just started, and I was like, bro, what the hell is this aiming? Like it was just terrible. Like it was like moving like frozen syrup or some shit.
Was telling y'all niggas.
I was just like looking on the timeline, like just frantically looking for someone's like sensitivity settings, like looking for something to change it. And then after tweaking a little bit, it was all right. But at first, oh my god, it was terrible.
Yeah, at first I was like a little bit taken back.
Am I the only one who does not really have a problem with the aiming mechanic?
I mean, no, the aiming itself is fine after I change the sensitivity. Yeah, and then I like tweaked the aim assist to like the lowest one.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Zap, take a picture of your settings and send them into the DM, because I'm not turning that shit off until I have perfect setting. I'm keeping that auto aim right the fuck on. Same thing I did with GTA 5.
Oh, it's on. I just have it at the lowest one. That's on.
I don't have time with, especially when you gotta hunt the fucking deer. You sitting there trying to shoot the bear, and now because the fucking free aim feel like trash, I'm getting eat up by the bear. I don't got time for that. I don't.
All right, I'll send my settings too, but I don't have a problem with the aiming. So far, I put it into free aim and have no problem either. So I don't know. All right, what do you guys think about like the story? Like, I think it's nice. I like all the characters. I think,
I've only done enough story, but like I mean, from what I've seen,
man, you're cutting in and out.
My bad. I was just saying. I mean, I haven't really done much of the story, but I do like from what I've seen.
Yeah, the performances are great.
Yeah, same.
But yeah,
what I'm just concerned about regarding story is that the ending might be
predictable.
Yeah, based on like the ending for Red Dead 1. If you
because it's a prequel, so you know Arthur doesn't show up, so he has to die. Right?
He either die or snitch.
But I mean, if he snitches, he dies. What would he be in the first game?
Or what if he gets away? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I could think. He either dies or he flees. That's what I'm thinking.
No, because like the government in Red Dead Redemption 1 was like on like a constant like manhunt on the gang, so everybody in Red Dead 2 are probably gonna be either dead or stuck in prison.
I mean, we know some characters won't be like Dutch or Bill. They won't. Or
John.
Yeah.
It might be like the brand new characters that you see in Red Dead 2.
Oh yeah, they're dying. Absolutely, Micah's dying. I hope that faggot dies.
Oh yeah. That nigga lost somewhere right now. I ain't looking for that nigga. I'm good.
Oh, I already rescued him. Pussy ass boy is in the prison.
I'll get him later.
Annoying, bro. Annoying. His mission
hope
is
he died. I'm good.
Like Arthur doesn't even like him. Like I'm like, yeah, oh shit. But what else? Yeah, I think the ending might be a little bit predictable, but I think they can surprise us. I trust them for them to surprise us. What else? What about you, Almighty? How you feeling?
I'm in the middle of chapter 2. I'm doing like the side missions right now. The
hunt, the bounties.
Yeah, I did some bounties. I did some what's it called? When you gotta collect the debts, I did some of those.
Yeah. Those are good too. Like
I met up
games. I mean, you go ahead.
I met up with one of the gunslingers. I killed that nigga. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of side stuff right now. Just getting a hold of the world, and when that shit get boring, I'll just focus on the main story. But even on the side missions, I mean, they did this with GTA as well, but they're taking a lot of they pay a real close attention to detail on the side missions. It's just a bunch of stuff you can just appreciate
Yeah, but
because you know there's not many other games doing that shit.
mhm. And the side missions are like even the little side missions, not very big, are good. Like they have good writing and they have like
Right. They
they have
like
producers.
even if they in the what is it, late 1800s, the writing is still it's still comical to today's writing. And like I remember I met up with the nigga who's like smoking 200 packs of cigarettes a day for the colors or whatever, and he said something like, "Oh, these cigarettes are going to add to my life." What do you say? Uh,
Yeah,
life reaffirming or some shit like that. And I just started laughing because it's like that's how niggas used to really think back then. Like,
bro. There's like commercials in the 1960s that say like doctors recommend smoking and shit. So,
yeah, that's why I don't go off for doctors. They used to recommend some wild shit.
yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's what you go off of doctors. Okay, that's a good one.
It's like nah. But yeah, it's just the little things like that I can like when Derek was saying tedious, like I just think it's because we're so early in the game. So they want to remind you, like, hey, if you want your hat, you might have to pick it back up, or if your gun get knocked out of your hand, you got to pick that gun up. So I just think it's in the early stage where it's trying to like slow walk you
Mhm.
into
Yeah,
the shit.
which is a fair
Well,
criticism at the beginning. I won't lie.
well, if you happen to lose your hat and your weapons, like it's not even a big deal. You can just go
Hmm.
to your horse and just you can re-equip them.
Pretty
I ain't
much.
know that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, there's no punishment for losing your hat or anything. You just find it
Somehow
like
I got two horses. Like I think I
look,
put a
it's
deer
it's a
hide on a
temporary
random
one.
horse. I put
Hmm.
a deer hide on this random ass horse, and whenever I spawn in, I have two horses just sitting there. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, that's no problem. They give you a temporary horse, basically. And I do gotta say the way that people have been reacting to that, like the tedious parts, like you gotta like brush your horse or eat. You really don't.
And
You don't have
yeah,
to.
Nick,
You don't have to do it. You don't have to brush your horse. I haven't brushed my horse ever. Like
I ain't
maybe
I
twice.
haven't done it yet.
I ain't
Like,
doing that shit.
I just haven't done it. He didn't need it.
You
The
know
only
it's
thing I've done is fed him because he's taking damage. That's all I've done.
right.
Well, you don't have to do those things to your horse, but it does affect its performance, kinda.
Bro, I don't know. I see the cores like they're always full, so I don't know.
I
You
guess
know,
like
go ahead, Zach.
oh okay. I guess like with my complaint or my understanding about the complaints about like the tedious beginning is like for me, like I feel spoiled like by a game like Breath of the Wild because like you can just go out and do whatever you want right from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
And also like that engine like obviously takes full advantage of like everything and you can do all kinds of shit and like the game doesn't really like teach you. I mean, it has like little tutorials like you can like expand, but like it doesn't like force them in front of you.
Yeah, that's a valid criticism. I'm not saying it's not a bad criticism. I'm saying that the tedious later on won't be tedious. That's all.
You know what I don't like about the tedious argument because let's say there's a different game that happens to have horses and you can brush the horse's hair for the horse to feel more better about himself. Niggas will be praising the shit out that game like it's nothing. Like it's just I think niggas are just trying to find some shit to hate on. Like if you gonna hate on the aiming, cause that shit ass. I don't care what nobody say. But don't hate on the attention to detail. Like, oh, I got picking my hat
Yeah,
up. Yeah,
I don't
nigga,
understand
you
what.
got knocked off your fucking head. You got to pick the
Yeah,
shit up. Like, it's
yeah.
attention to detail. Like,
That's
and you,
attention.
oh, I got
I see a problem with it. I do see the problem that they're forcing a lot of it in the beginning, which is true. It's true. But once you reach like chapter two, like later on, there's they never force it on you. I haven't experienced that. And
Uh,
actually, I've only done one cattle mission, one. So
I ain't do. Was that forced? Hold on, was that forced?
it wasn't forced. It was the mission. So I don't know. Yeah, it
But
wasn't. I guess it was
was
forced. Yeah.
it was it yellow or was it white?
No, it was yellow. It was an actual mission.
Fuck, man. I wanna
But
do that
it's
shit.
fun because there's like a sniping section before that.
Man, I hated that shit in Red Dead 1. I wanted to quit that game right there.
It's fast. It's quick. It's not that bad, and it's only one so far. I mean, who knows? I hope there's no more. But hey, you seen this home invasion missions Almighty?
Wait, what happened?
The home invasions, like you just rob a house. They're pretty good. I like them. Yeah, they're like side missions, completely side, just to make
Mm,
money. But they're fun, and a lot of like the side contents has like voice acting with it. It's good.
right.
So yeah, man, Red Dead Redemption absolutely recommend it. I don't think anybody wouldn't.
Oh, and you know this. I like this. So this is great. So I found this nigga for some reason. He had a treasure map for $10. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the map. I don't really trust this nigga, so I start following him, right? And then while I'm following him, a guy rides by on the horse and he says, "I don't like the look of this," but like I don't have my gun out or nothing. I'm just following him. And
Mm-hmm.
then the dude look around, look back. He like, yo, why are you following me? And then he start running. So he start booking. I chase him. I wrap him up. While I'm wrapping this nigga up, the opposing gang having a shootout. I'm just sitting there in the crossfire, wrapping this nigga up, just confused as fuck.
That's a pretty good story. I didn't
And
know that.
it's all nighttime. So I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck to go now. Like,
That's pretty funny. I've had like instances where I'm like rescuing a bounty and just some like random bounty hunters be like, "Hey, that's a nice body over there. Wanna share it?" And then we're like, "Nah, fuck out of here." And then just start shooting me. That'd be crazy, dog.
Yeah. For me, I really like Red Dead, but the two biggest problems I have is that one of them is that it does take like too long for you to like loot the items. Like you have to loot the
oh
items like
yeah,
one by one. Like
Hmm.
trash.
they
I should be
should,
able to walk over your body and loot your body.
yeah, like they should have done it like in a way where you could like um quickly pick up like all the items, and if there's like an item that's like you cannot carry, then it should just tell you like you cannot just carry this item,
Mm,
and it just shows like a small window of what you picked up so far.
mm.
And my
That's
other problem is that the call range to call the horse, it's too small. Like
Nah, you spoiled.
yeah, because there are some missions that end up like make you finish like far away from your horse, and it's too far away to call the horse, so you could just end up like running. Like that's my biggest problem right there.
Now you are just spoiled because on The Witcher 3, Roach just followed you everywhere. You're
yeah.
spoiled.
I think that's an issue.
Fake news.
You had
But
to call for Roach, I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but there's an unlimited call range, but in Red Dead, there's like a limited call range.
Oh, I didn't even know that yet.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that.
but if you bond with if you use the same horse, it like expands out. Like the more you use them, the bigger the call becomes. What? See, my problem with that is that I've never had that issue yet because I always take my horse because he always has all the guns and shit. Because like
Yeah,
nah,
I know, but I'm just letting you know there are some missions that you end up like without the horse, and the horse like crosses across the map. Because like I have to do like one mission where I had to drive the stagecoach, and my horse was not following me. So
oh, he's always following me. Because what I do is every time I go somewhere, I just keep calling him, so he follows me.
mm.
So
that's extra. That's smart, but that's extra.
yeah, it is kind of extra, and it is kind of a problem. But the other one, what was your other issue? I forgot.
Oh, I already said before. Picking up the
Yeah,
items takes too long.
that's a twofold. On one hand, yeah, you're right. I guess it should be faster. But on the second, like people would be complaining, "Oh, you just press a button, it just randomly picks it up, and everything else is like detailed." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but like let's say like you're searching a drawer, and there's like four items in there. You should be able to pick up all four items with one
Right,
press of a button instead of like
right.
pressing
Yeah,
it four times.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah. That you don't have to like press it 4 times. Yeah, you're right. And I wish you didn't have to like hold the button. Why do you have to hold the button? Just press square. Who cares? Just spam square. I don't know why they make it that you have to like hold square and then hold square again for them. Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. What I usually do is just go on Christmas mode, just fast. I don't have to like, yeah, I don't have to like be happy in mind waiting for my shit to pop. All right, I think we should end the keynote right there. Let's move on to drip feeds. We didn't do it for the sake of Derek trying to like slam this game. All right, so with that, it's time for drip feed, a selection of upcoming games for this week. Let's start with Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, Red Dead Redemption is an epic tale of life in the America's forgiving heartland. The game's vast and atmospheric world will also provide the foundation for a brand new online multiplayer experience. One question I have for you guys: What do we expect in sales?
I
Domination.
I think there's a rumor going around saying they already made $500 million. Like,
I believe it.
what the
Huh?
fuck? Like,
I believe it.
I
but,
read that shit on Twitter. I'm like,
but what are we
yeah,
thinking of how many sales?
eight
Like
million
right
first
now.
week, 8 million right
Easy.
now, easily. Like on some easy shit, 8 million.
Chief. I
Yeah, I
mean,
bet those overtime employees are gonna feel better about themselves right now.
well, absolutely.
When they get that Christmas bonus, like,
Gonna be
hey
looking
man.
tight.
All I'm saying is I had to work the overtime. I'm not getting no Christmas bonus. So like, I ain't feeling bad for these niggas.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But yeah, I think it's gonna sell. I'd say 5 million first week. That'd be right. Yeah, yeah. Cause like God of War for like what 5 million in a month. Spider Man's on 3.3 in a week. Yeah, I think it'll do. No, wait, did it in a week? Or 3 days?
It was 3.3 in 3 days.
Oh shit! Yeah, that might do 8 million in a week. Shit, you're right.
That shit at 8 million right now, nigga. Like,
Not right now. Not right now. Not yet. All right, number two, Castlevania Requiem. Experience the two greatest games from the famous Castlevania series. Get to the top of Dracula's castle as descendant of the famed clan vampire hunters in Rondo of Blood, or play as Dracula's son Alucard in Symphony of the Night. Now, and that's how Marvin playing this over Red Dead Redemption 2 today. I don't know what to say. He's played.
This
who's
probably this probably
wait, who's
sold like 20% of what it should have because of Red Dead.
who's playing this instead of Red Dead?
Marvin. He was playing that.
Yo, Marvin on crack.
Like I've
We
played
got
15 times. Like, what are you?
Marvin's on crack. Like, we gotta talk about that. Nigga,
Is
this
Do we?
nigga earlier called DeMar DeRozan a LeBron killer. Like, what are you talking
Let's
about?
not discuss that.
Let's discuss that in
wait,
the.
so is Requiem like a brand new Castlevania game, or is it like
It's a
That's the
remaster, right?
oh, it's
it's a
remaster?
collection. A
I
collection.
mean, it's pretty much just a collection of Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night.
Oh, okay.
It's going for $15. Honestly, it's a good price. Like you can support. Not bad.
Wait, it's out already?
Yeah, yeah. I know it's out. It was
Oh,
out when Red Dead Redemption was out.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I know it
That's
got
how
cannibalized
that's
by.
how irrelevant it is compared to Red Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got overshadowed hella hard.
you know how Konami is, dumb shits. But whatever.
It's for the
I'll take-
Japanese, man.
And the best one this week, Just Dance 2019.
Woo! Ubisoft's best game, by the way.
Dance game with 40 hot tracks from the chart-topping hits to family favorites. Oh God.
Need that Cardi
The
B.
experience is now personalized as the game learns your dancing habits and suggests content. Okay.
Woo!
But
Ubisoft's
question
best
is,
game.
can it
Did you
make
guys
us do
ever like
Fortnite
actually play those
dances?
games? Oh,
Well,
man.
what happened?
Did you guys actually ever play those games? Like,
Hell
and
no.
No.
Hell no.
I'm not
My
gay,
fat
so
ass, I
no.
ain't playing no Just
you're not
Dance.
a faggot,
Wait, is it coming to the original Wii?
Probably.
Because
dude.
they usually do come to that.
Yo, that shit's
They're
yo,
still
and them
making Wii?
yo,
I think so.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think.
yo, when I worked at
Why?
Walmart, them shits sold. Like them shits was
Because
selling.
like it's still popular.
Dude, yeah, because it's like
Just that game.
because people play
Wait,
that
let me
shit.
see. Let me see.
Yeah, look it up.
Yup, it's coming to original Wii.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, that's
You
crazy.
Ubisoft's best game. I keep telling y'all niggas, man.
So Wii's getting a new game in 2009.
Who said that we don't got no games? Like that's
No, nobody said that.
who said we don't got no games?
I mean,
We
Son?
got Black Ops
Still
1.
trash no matter how
Go,
many
go
games
to me.
they put in.
We getting more games in the Vita in 2019. This is ridiculous, man.
No. Wait, where's Catherine, bro?
Oh my god, next year. They announced next year.
I
Oh,
need that. No, they announced Japan next year. We gotta start keeping on it.
It would not be more than a year for US.
I don't know that.
All right, let's go to the freestyle bit, lads. So any topics go. But let me start with some suggestions. What do you guys think about Luke Cage canceled?
Too lit. Too lit.
I'm hyped, honestly.
Too hype.
Don't care.
I don't watch these Marvel or DC TV shows, so I don't really care.
Call them what they are, Risen. They are garbage. Call them what they are, man.
Irrelevant. No one cares.
Yep. All right. Y'all see that the Rondo fight with what's his name?
Chris Paul?
Yeah.
That's old news.
Old news.
Listen,
Okay. Here's my thing, right? Rondo got suspended, and then the Lakers started winning, and then when Rondo came back, they lost. Come on, man.
Hey, too hype. Hey, LeBron hate full effect tonight or not?
LeBron, I will tolerate LeBron hate. I won't tolerate DeMar DeRozan love though. I won't tolerate it. LeBron hate will be tolerated tonight. They was down by 1 point. They subbed that nigga out 8 minutes in the game, bro. 8 minutes left in the fourth. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all not winning. Y'all down. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I got an interesting one. Did anybody here? Sab, did you play Persona 4? Hello.
We lit lads.
Anyways, I think you did good. Which soundtrack is better, Persona 5 or Persona 4?
When the hell is Atlas gonna port Persona 4 Go then so I can finally play it?
Persona 5
I want
Persona 4 has a better soundtrack. But listen, I think Persona 4 has like one or two better songs overall.
I'm trying to think of the name of the song.
Affection and what's the other one? Heartbreak. Your Affection.
Yo, there's no song on Persona 5 better than that song. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not.
But all in
Persona
all,
more like overall, like just better.
yeah.
If you think about it, like Rivers and Desert. What's the other one? Fuck, I forgot.
Hello? Oh, okay, there we go.
Hey Zach, you good, man? You sound muffled.
I was saying I didn't play Persona 4, and
Didn't hear you. Sorry, man.
no, it's all right. I think my mic's just fucking up.
Oh man,
You didn't play You got a Vita?
Yes,
I do recommend playing Persona 4. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll play it eventually.
Now Persona 3, that shit kind of got boring, but we're not gonna talk about it.
This man
I haven't beaten it, but I like it.
This man Sap Cool and Colin not playing Persona 4 ever. Real.
No, I'm gonna play it. He'll never play it.
He'll never play it. God damn it. But yeah,
I'll get to it. Trust me.
Okay, can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so there's a lot of niggas who seriously hate Persona 5, right?
They hate
it. Not hate, but like they hate on it. They call it average, yada yada yada. So I always ask them, like, why do they think that? And they always bring up Persona 3 is better. Do y'all seriously, anybody in here think Persona 3 is better than Persona 5?
No, I think Persona 3 is the weakest actually. Of the series.
I got bored as shit playing that game, bro.
I like
It's
Persona.
probably because it was their first.
Yeah, it was. And let me tell you something, Almighty. Persona 3 is the first like Persona type because Persona 2 is very different to this game. Like it's
Yeah,
not,
I understand that, but it's like during that summer, that shit got boring.
it's
Cause
boring. Boring. Yeah, I think
I couldn't do nothing in the palace joint or whatever, and there was no social links I could get. I'm sitting there bored as shit, out of my mind. Like,
a very unrefined game, which is the problem. Like there's a lot of like sections where it's not polished. That's 4 or 5.
and the story not in the story at that point wasn't even as good as 4 or 5. So
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the ending is actually quite good for Persona 3, but it's not. It's not up to par for 4 and 5. It's not. I don't understand. Whenever Blandrew says Persona 3 go,
Yo, Blandrew's a fucking faggot. Like, who cares?
yo, whoa,
faggot,
whoa,
he's a
whoa,
faggot.
whoa, whoa,
This or that, Zap.
Here we go.
whoa,
This or that.
whoa.
Him, Alex,
Chill. I'm
Tanga,
cool. Chill.
Him,
Chill. Yeah.
Alex,
Fratanga
Kofi.
a faggot.
they
What?
they
I'm cool
they
with Kofi. Whoa. I'm cool with Kofi and
Kofi's
Bland.
not a faggot. Kofi's more
Whoa.
like bisexual.
Whoa.
Nah,
What?
Kofi is a
Yo, y'all
fag.
gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill.
Cut this out.
Kofi cool.
Cut that shit out. Just
Kofi
cut
ain't do nothing.
the podcast.
Don't cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out. Cut it out. We're
Zap,
gonna be
Zap, please.
unsuitable for most advertisers. Just chill.
We're not even making money yet.
Listen, man.
Never making money.
We that's the hey man. Hey, what you mean?
I like how y'all made the rules of no name drops, no F word.
We never made those rules.
No.
What? Okay.
We can go back to PWC.
Nah, it's cool.
That wasn't a rule.
Hey,
No, I'm
yo,
saying
it's
the
cool.
only rule was we don't.
Yeah, like
Like,
I don't remember any of those rules being established. Like, I'm
Nah,
just
dude.
curious.
Nah,
they-
man, I'm tired. Tired of you niggas.
listen, man. Just making shit up.
If you want to mention names, then feel free to mention names because we never
Yeah.
established those rules.
Like all PWC is not liable for defamation, libel, or any mistreatment of like whatever. Like we're not liable for that shit.
We're not liable for that shit.
I'm reading it. PWC is not liable for anything set out of plays during an episode. Like whatever.
Hey, man.
One
more-
Wait. Next topic.
I have one more question for y'all because I know we about to wrap up.
Yeah.
If there was one game that you can remake for the ground up for the next generation of consoles, which game would it be?
Solid 5.
What happened?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Why would you remake that game if the story's not finished?
Oh, my bad.
To finish it?
No, to
remake.
remake a whole game from the ground up for the next generation of consoles. That's my question.
Remake a game.
So like the story would stay the same, but like if you wanted to change gameplay elements or anything like that,
I feel
then
you. Thinking. See, I don't know.
NFL Street.
woo!
I don't know about that. I don't know if I pick a sports game.
I mean, you don't have to. It's just my pick.
I'm saying I don't,
Woo! They say you don't have to.
What about like Persona 1 and 2 because they are pretty irrelevant compared to like 3, 4, and 5?
true. If Persona 1 or 2 got the Persona 5 treatment, it'd be up there.
I don't know that.
It'd be up there. I don't know, man.
I'd rather have Persona 4 get the
No.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If Persona 4 get the Persona 5 treatment, it might be better. Like
It seemed like a waste to me.
it do. You're right. That's why that's not my pick. But I'm just saying, like, if it did happen, it might be better.
Fair point. I don't know,
I'm
man.
trying to think of another one.
Yeah, I am trying to think. maybe Metal Gear Solid 1. Like if it
Twin
had,
Snakes.
yeah, I guess Twin Snakes, yeah, works.
I-
You're right.
if
I mean, have
they
you played it?
remade,
No, I know. I've seen it. I haven't played it, but I've seen it, and I get
Oh.
it. It's good. So
to me, if they remade GTA San Andreas,
no, Vice City. Oh my
Yup.
god.
I mean,
either
I'd
one of
take
those,
either. I would take either one.
and they fixed the controls for the driving to make it, because you know how back in the day it was like X to accelerate, like it was some weird shit. If they just made it R2 to drive, R2 to shoot,
I mean, I'm pretty sure if they remade a game like that, that'd be obvious.
I
right?
mean,
I'm just
Because I mean, like, remember, I mean, every game used to use like X to accelerate, like even like Madden.
right.
Yeah, like pressing X to accelerate. That's like a classic type of control.
Yeah.
old shit. That's some old shit. Yeah. So we're wrapping up. Um, yeah, Marvin's gonna have to buy that giveaway shit because we're not buying it because he wasn't in this episode. So fuck him.
Nah, he came in just to see if Risen was in here and then dip.
No, he came in just for that joke.
Yeah, Marvin's definitely giving out 2 copies of Red Dead Redemption. Stay
Whoa, whoa,
tuned, fans.
whoa, whoa!
Oh, hold up! I got one more. I got one more game.
Go ahead, Chief.
I would make I would remake Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and I guess Platinum with new graphics.
Remake how? Like just upgraded graphics?
Fucking
No,
nerd.
I mean, do you know what like the remake games are? I mean, like it's just like the same thing. Like it's like
Well,
you take the same game and you just like add tons of shit.
So are we
But you
talking
can.
about the 3DS like graphics model that they have right now?
Well, I mean, better than that. Like this, whatever's the next Switch one's gonna be.
Okay.
But like when I say remake, the reason I said remake is because this Final Fantasy VII remake probably never gonna come out. But the idea was to have the same story, but the combat changed from what was it?
I'm sorry, the idea was terrible because that game works as a
Turn
turn-based.
based. It was supposed to go from turn based to the Final Fantasy 15 type fighting style.
Yeah. Yeah.
regarding the Pokemon remakes, the developers have always been making the remakes, but the question is like, when are they gonna finally start making the Diamond and Pearl remakes?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know when they're gonna finally do it.
Like, they're definitely gonna do the remakes, but the question is like when they're gonna do it.
I hope soon, and I hope like it looks really good. Like they need to use like either assets or what they learned from the Switch version that's coming up.
Yeah, maybe like after the 8th gen, like the new Pokemon, then
Yeah,
they're gonna start making like their remake.
I'd like that.
Final question. Final question. If the Switch comes out, the new Switch XL room or whatever, and it got a 720p screen and the games are 720p on handheld, most of them, not all, most, would y'all pick it up and cop and play?
I mean, then what's the upgrade?
Uh,
Well,
uh, a
if I'm
better
gonna
graphics
get a
card
Switch, I'm
for
just gonna
720.
play like docked like all the time, so I can play as 1080p. So I don't really care.
So
Oh
it'll be
yeah.
same resolution, just I mean, but it'll be better performance.
No, because so in handheld mode, yeah, the panel 720p, but those games like the graphics card is so weak. Like Doom is like 330p, you know?
No, I
So
know
I'm
how it
just
is now. I'm just saying, like, do you like? I'm just saying, like, on your hypothetical Switch Pro or whatever, like, do the games at least run better?
yeah, the game so Doom would be 720p instead of
Okay, I mean,
360p.
that's fine, I guess. The games
Hmm.
run well. I don't care. I mean, like, for a handheld, 720p is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm just
What's
asking.
the Vita resolution? I know
720p?
no, it's like the 500 something. I think if I'm not mistaken.
It's a 960 by 544.
544. There you go. That's not bad actually for a 2011 device, bruh. OLED screen, bruh.
OLED, too lit. That's why I'm sitting here confused why never mind. I'm not even gonna bring it up, man.
Don't bring it up. We gonna keep that for next one. We just wrapping up. This has been podcast casual episode 7. Red Dead impressions. I know it's a little bit choppy, a lot of back and forth, and a lot of people joining and leaving, but I know how it is, man. Uh, But we hope to get everybody in order next week. And yeah, I'm not blaming anybody, but yeah, it is
It's
I might
fun.
fine, lad.
I might blame some niggas. Shouts out to Marvin.
I'm definitely blaming Marvin. I just that man. So yeah, let's wrap it up. Everybody got anything else to say?
Touring to play Red Dead.
Yep, indeed. I'm gonna see that HDR thing because people are saying it looks better without the HDR. I don't think so, but I'm gonna see.
I still don't even know what HDR is, so I'm good.
High
That
dynamic
makes
range. It's like the colors pop. Basically,
That's cool.
I mean, it's just a little feature, but I don't know if it looks better with or without. Some people are saying it looks better without, so I'm confused. I gotta try. So yeah,
Shout out to Pittsburgh.
shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. Don't even know
Wait.
why. Shout out to them.
No, I know why. That's not a good thing to be shouting out. Zach.
Oh my God.
You're
What do you mean
wild.
they tied a Le'Veon Bell holding out?
No, there was a shooting.
There was a shooting in Pittsburgh. That's
uh,
why I thought.
yesterday.
No, I know they
Holy
tired of
shit.
Le'Veon Bell holding out.
Oh,
Oh, no,
Good
you
night.
ain't. That's wrong, bro.
Good night.
That was a religious
Good
place, man.
night.
All right.
All right.
PWC episode 7. I like to thank everybody for coming out. Please hit the like button. Please comment your favorite part in the video in the comment section and hit subscribe.
Y'all don't need to do all that. Just don't worry about it.
Shout out Stu Pickles, my
Shout out
favorite Jew.
Soldier.
Yo, end it. End it right now, yo.
Soldier, yo. That's his name, right? Yeah. He supported. Shout out to SC.
Shouts out to the MAGA bomber.
Absolutely, man. Hey,
Mega Bomber, Mega Bomber, Mega Bomber.
Zimmerman. I mean, we out. Bye.
Mhm.
Yo.
Bye.